Hey guys, it's Addy here. Today I've prepared a new bombastic selection of the coolest things from the Aliexpress website that you will definitely like, I guarantee. But before we start, please do me a favor and like this video. And if you click on the bell button, you will be able to participate in contest games. So, what kind of contest am I talking about? The thing is, in the end of each video, we are giving $10. And today, we are launching a contest game with a prize of $10 again. And now sit comfortably, grab something tasty, and get ready as we are about to start. And here is another very important part of the Iron Man. This time, it's his hand, which is both his weapon and flying control. The hand, just like the mask, is made of the same materials and undoubtedly has a high-quality performance. Inside the glove, there is a small LED. When you turn it on, that same energy palm starts to glow. All these splendor things look very realistic. If you decide to play with the knife I was talking about, then such a nail can become a cool continuation of the story. Just imagine, the first day you show tricks, assuring your friends of your fearlessness. A day later, you come to school and you have a real nail right inside your finger. Everyone will go nuts, and maybe even faint in horror. But the main thing here is not to go too far, and tell people in time that this is a prank. Dudes, and now I will definitely rack your brain. In the AliExpress site, I have managed to find a stapler. Well, you may tell me, oh Uncle Ali, why can't we buy it in our place? In fact, this is certainly not an ordinary stapler. The thing is, it holds pieces of paper together without staples at all. No consumables, no uncomfortable staples that are difficult to unbend and which can spoil the masterpiece. As it turned out, everything was so simple. The sheets fastened with such a stapler are very easy to separate, although they will not fall apart by themselves and will hold securely. How does it work? There is no secret. The stapler cuts out a small strip of paper, which acts as a fastener. The cut is quite small, so the connected sheets look aesthetically pleasing, and the attachment point itself is quite pleasant to the touch. How about a cool radio-controlled military truck? This truck has very cool characteristics. Its dimensions are as follows. Its length is about 70 centimeters, its width is 29 centimeters, and its height is about 23 centimeters. This whole colossus moves on 6 wheels, which, by the way, are all-driving wheels. The wheel diameter of 10 centimeters will allow the truck to pass the most difficult obstacles. Well, if nevertheless you manage to get stuck, then an electric winch will help you, which can withstand about 10 kilograms. The remote control range reaches 100 meters, and as for the speed, it can accelerate to a maximum of 25 kilometers per hour. The weight of the truck is 9 kilograms. The kit contains many different keys, screwdrivers, and other necessary tools that will help you to maintain it. How do you like this truck? Many people know such a knife as Karambit, but what if I show you a rather interesting copy that has a folding design? This knife is made of a special metal alloy, which is distinguished by its strength and durability. When folded, the knife has a very interesting shape, and you can unfold it into working condition with just one hand. The unfolded length is about 15 centimeters, and the blade length is 5 centimeters. Such a knife is worthy to add to your collection of cool things. If any of you at least once in your life wondered what the interior of the famous Lamborghini cars look like, then you could not help but pay attention to the amazing ignition button. Yes, I'm not talking about old models, I'm talking about more or less new ones. So, of course not everyone can afford buying a Lambo, but buying just a button is quite okay, isn't it? What about it? As for me, I would definitely get pleasant emotions this way every day. I would always start the car using this button, and then I would save up for a real Lambo. Well, why not an ideal option for self-motivation? Surely, many, at least once in their lives, have seen such a trick in which the performer literally lost his head. Having seen such a trick live, you can be very impressed. Now imagine that you can do it yourself in any place you want. Are you already anticipating the fright of your friends? We too. This mechanism will allow you to make your dreams come true. You just gotta execute it in a perfect way. And now I will show you a cool gadget for lovers of delicious, juicy, sweet strawberries. This is a special knife for slicing, which is even made in red color and repeats the berry's shape. Strawberries are placed inside and pressed with the blades. Thus, we get neat pieces that can be used to decorate a dessert or to serve an unusual dish. And now I will show you a very interesting thing for outdoor enthusiasts. You know, I'm completely urban. Seriously, I don't even need to test myself to accept the fact that I won't last even 2 days in the wild. I remembered the situation when my friends and I went camping for a bet. You probably think that we lived in the forest, built some dwelling, made a fire. Yep, funny. Actually, after 9 hours, we came back home because our gadgets had run out of charge. But now I'm ready for any challenge. Okay, I won't show off. The fact is, I have found a portable solar panel. It is about the size of a tablet. It has a folding design and a metal stand for proper positioning against the sun. The USB and micro USB inputs allow you to charge most electronic devices such as phones, flashlights, power banks, and all sorts of newfangled devices. Attention! The next thing is very addictive. I would even say it's very much addictive. They say that those who try it at least once will be transported several hours into the future. But unfortunately, we are not talking about a time machine, but about one anti-stress. This is a clicking toy, which looks like a square containing 2 suction cups located opposite each other. If you squeeze it, they will stick together. Release your grip, and they will spread out with a cool clicking sound. When I was playing with it for the first time, I got stuck for 5 hours. And which anti-stresses do you like? Write in the comments. I just want to replenish my collection. Revolver or pistol? Everyone can answer this question in their own way, especially for fans of small arms with a rotating barrel. I prepared this awesome revolver. Just imagine, it entirely consists of LEGO creator parts. Nevertheless, even considering that this is just a toy, it looks very solid and interesting. A rotating barrel, a supply of several cartridges, a movable trigger, and a plausible structure. Well, what else could a shooter and revolver fan dream of? As an add-on, in order to securely fix the gun, a small stand is included with it. Assembling it is quite simple. Just follow the step-by-step instructions. I am sure you will definitely be pleasantly surprised by the final results. How about this cool knife? This is probably the most beautiful butterfly knife on the market. The knife is made of a special metal alloy, which, when hardened, turns into rather interesting colors of overheated metal. The knife itself has a curved shape, and this shape is much more comfortable in the hand, and it is almost impossible to let the knife out of your hands. All fasteners, clamps, are also made of very high quality, and even after a long time of use, the knife will open and close just as perfectly. As for me, every man, and not only, looking at this knife, probably wants to cut some sausages. Oh guys, close your eyes fast. Now there will be a trick not for the faint-hearted. You will see a real slashy, how a guy's hand will be cut in half right in front of you in the video. Phew! You don't even see that in every horror movie. There was nothing like this even in Saw. Wait, did you seriously believe me? I thought you were still those daredevils. Okay, sit closer and let's watch. This is a scary trick with one of the most terrible weapons of the death penalty, the guillotine. But here they will use it to cut off hands, not heads. I will tell you how the trick will be performed. First, for reasons of clarity, the performer puts some product into it, which will be smashed into 2 parts. After even the most skeptical spectators have no doubts, the hand will be used. A real one. 3, 2, 1, and boo! Flash and blood. Well, in fact, nothing happened to the hand, but everyone will have a lump in their throat, I promise. Although in Russia, basketball is not that much popular, we still have loyal fans, and who loves throwing the ball into the basket somewhere outside? But due to weather conditions, the lack of good playgrounds, and all that, even if they do not always manage to enjoy their favorite game. To solve this injustice, I have prepared such a miniature toy. Its essence is very clear. You place a basket on this platform, and with the help of a spring, you throw a ball that is held by a rope. Maybe this game seems simple, but in reality, it is not at all. Well, what are you laughing at? Try it yourself. Listen, the little thing that you're about to see is not recommended for children or clumsy people, because this may lead to some bad consequences. The thing looks like an ordinary book with a black cover. Nothing portends trouble, and bang, it lights up in the blink of an eye. The flame will go out as soon as the person closes the pages and blows it from above for some effect. This prank with fire is suitable for outside and will look cool because of the surprising effect. I do not even recommend trying it at school or other premises. You never know what can happen. OMG, when I saw the following thing, I remembered one of my friends. His wife doesn't let him go to play bowling, and we often make fun of him, in a friendly way of course. So, I decided to give him a present. And since he can't play a normal game, then at least he can do it with this miniature version. Yes, it's a miniature bowling alley. This is a very cool toy. It consists of a large lane, a stand with a bear where the balls are placed, the metal balls themselves, and 10 pins. How many strikes do you think I'll get? Also, don't forget to send this video to a friend. Next is a very cool costume from a unique character. This costume is of the mad superhero whose name is Deadpool. It's made of high-quality materials and looks like a real one. Even the small details were not missed. This superhero outfit is made by hand, which speaks of its high, undoubted quality. The set includes a belt bag, a strap, and a holster for a pistol. When buying this suit, you must indicate the exact dimensions of your body so that it fits you well. In such a suit, you can walk along the street and gain a lot of attention from passers-by. Next in line is a real toy tank, made in a ratio of 1:16. It comes in a whole set of its main part and small elements like a control panel, charger, and additional spare parts. The tank has a cool caterpillar, allowing it to overcome any obstacle in a matter of seconds. It looks really cool, and the moving 360 degrees turret allows you to hit all enemies within a radius of the projectile. Yes, this model doesn't shoot, however. As an option for some invented games, it can be great. I don't know about you, but I often have to wait for other people, and I never know what to do during this time. I usually do so useless things that I even start feeling uneasy, but it looks like I have found a perfect solution. Guys, with this thing, I can make myself better and improve my skills. I have not decided what kind of skill it develops, but it looks very cool and funny. You just sit like this in an armchair and try to keep the balance of the ball so that it does not fly away. You can use this thing to have fun with your friends, arranging different challenges, competitions, and the like. You can pretend you have never played with it, bet with someone, and then show all your skills and take the jackpot. I think it's cool. I don't know about you, but personally, at the sight of this insect, I begin to experience terrible fear. And it doesn't matter at all. It's a toy or a real cockroach. To face the crawler face to face is the fear of many. And if you want to force your friends to stock up on heart rate control tablets for a week in advance, then we present to your attention a controlled cockroach. With the help of the small remote control included in the kit, the toy can be controlled from afar, hiding in a secluded place. And here I have a good thing for a drill. This is a flexible extension cord. It is much easier to work in hard-to-reach places or limited space with it. The nozzle is made of plastic. It is about 300 millimeters long. Despite the material, the extension cord easily bends at 180 degrees. Another important feature of the plastic casing is that it does not move when rotated. And if you're a fan of Star Wars, then like me, you have always dreamed of getting a Jedi sword. Well, I found it for you. This sword has a simply amazing appearance, and in the dark, it can't be distinguished from the real one. The set consists of 2 swords, which can be connected together to get one big sword. It works from finger batteries that power the laser, and are also needed to reproduce a characteristic sound when swinging. It is a really high-quality product. If it was real, I would cut sausages from them for sandwich. I think every man and lover of collecting unusual knives will surely like this thing. This is a tactical knuckle duster knife, which in its appearance resembles the model Karambit. In contrast to standard models, the blunt side of a sharp weapon with several slots for fingers acts as a brass knuckle. The model itself is quite compact and interesting. In addition, it is equipped with a convenient folding mechanism. I'm sure all those who are fanatics of Transformers at least once wanted something related to their beloved universe. But for many, it's too strange to dress up in those costumes or go to exhibitions. They want something simpler. In this case, a great option would be to buy a Bluetooth speaker in the shape of a Bumblebee. It will be much more pleasant and more fun to listen to music on this one. Outwardly, it is very cool. Everything is done according to the Marvel Cinematic Universe standard, even including the illumination of the eyes. Such a speaker won't leave anyone disinterested, even if they are completely unfamiliar with Marvel Universe. It seems to me that besides the Electroshock chewing gum, the whoopee cushion has always been and will remain one of the best prank item. It immediately develops several skills in the prankster. These are the ability to wait for the right moment, the ability not to sleep until the implementation of a joke, as well as the sleight of hand necessary to place it under your friend quickly and imperceptibly. It's especially cool to play this prank at school in the morning, when many kids are still sleepy and don't really pay attention to what's going on around them. Here, you can take advantage of the moment and not only amuse everyone around you, but also save them from the desire to take a nap. Well, My young anti-stress lovers, are you ready to see another cool toy? This time, I have prepared something unusual for you. It's a binge-worthy roller coaster for balloons. It has many intricate paths, which several metal balls should go through. Once they've gone all the way, you'll need to twist the top of the slide, and the built-in spiral will bring them back to where they started. In short, I strongly do not recommend buying such a thing if you do not keep track of time well, and plan to play with it for just a couple of minutes. Because, as for me, I've lost track of time. Guys, do you remember how beautiful they put fruits in some restaurants? This always arises my desire to have a bite, and also gives me much more pleasant emotions from the meal. So, with this little thing that I'm going to show you now, you will no longer have to torment yourself by going out to eat, because you can do everything with your own hands in your own kitchen. The device is a large metal handle with a sharp blade inside. Scrolling it through the pineapple, you can cut it into parts and get rid of the peel. I am sure you can do such tricks with other fruits too. As you might have guessed, I love giving unusual presents for my friends. For example, recently, I have bought a cool keychain made in the form of wire cutters for one of my best friends, because he just likes to fix different things. So now, he immediately remembers me when he uses this keychain. By the way, the accessory is metal and can be unbent. It has a chain and a ring, which you can use to hang the keys. Casper in real life? Not at all. This toy is an imitation of a flying ghost. Someone uses drones to shoot themselves from the side, while others in this way capture unforgettable moments from above you. And you can notably scare your friends by dressing them up in a ghost costume. It will be difficult not to notice it in the dark due to the bright red backlight. And on skillfully controlling the device, it will be possible to achieve a considerable effect. It is unlikely that anyone will like that he will be haunted by some kind of luminous ghost. Yeah, people, now there will be the most classic thing, an electroshock chewing gum. Personally, I saw a lot of them in my time and have stopped being interested in chewing gum from this brand. It was funny to combine a prank with a real treat, to offer such a gum to a friend, to watch him refuse as he was thinking it was just another joke, and then in front of his eyes, to put it to his mouth. However, if one of you sees it for the first time, you should know that you are some wonder people, and now you have to try it in action. And this is a very beautiful throwing knife that Minato Namikaze often used. It is called Kanai of the Flying Thunder God, or simply Minato Kanai. The knife itself is small in size and looks like a conventional throwing weapon. It has a beautifully engraved handle with a kanji inscription, endurance, love, and sword. These blades differ from ordinary ones by the presence of 3 blades instead of 1. The toy version comes in a leather case and comes in 2 colors, gold and silver. By its distinctive marks, the model is absolutely identical to the weapon from Naruto, but it's far from the real knife here. It is evident that the blade is made of the simplest materials, although it has a reflection. But still, this thing is cool. I would be very happy to give it to a manga lover, or buy it for myself as a souvenir. You can scare the haters with the next accessory. This is a funny phone case made in the shape of a chopper. It has a handle like a real knife, and it is not small, so the phone can easily fit into your pocket. You need to hold it in the hands only, just like Michael Myers. I was really amazed. You can seriously scare someone with such a little thing in a dark alley. Despite the size and all the inconveniences, the device is securely held in it. There is a recess for the camera also, so everything is as it should be. Each of my viewers knows that I just love all sorts of accessories and especially rings. Realizing that there are a lot of people like me, I decided to show you one unusual model that caught my eye recently. It is a cool, and no matter how strange it sounds, a rectangular ring with a piston on top. It immediately reminds me of the mechanism in simple lighters. However, no flame appears here and nothing else happens, just a movement of the mechanism that feels good. We have already figured out the situation of scaring friends with the help of a radio-controlled cockroach. Now it's time to scare them with something simple. I don't think that everyone would like to tire themselves out with controlling something like that. To do this, I propose a standard jump scare. It looks like some kind of package with sweets, and it is actually written on it. But as soon as a person opens it, an inflatable snake jumps out of the inside with great speed. To be honest, it doesn't look like a real reptile, but the surprise effect can do its job. Just check that it does not go in the eyes of your friend. Try to keep some distance. Now I want you to check out one cool accessory. It is a ring, but a tricky one. There is a tube that connects the item to the water tank. The prankster puts the ring and compresses the elastic with his whole hand. As soon as an interested interlocutor decides to see your new ring, you will immediately squeeze your hand and sprinkle water in his face. Such a prank is harmless and suitable even for children because of its simplicity. Besides, their small hands will allow them to do everything imperceptibly and effectively. Although I think grown-ups will have some fun too. I think that our peers will not expect anything like this in such situations. I'm going to order this ring for myself. Well guys, that's all for today, but we still have a $10 contest. To participate in it, you just need to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and write any comment. In the next video, I'll as usual pick up a random winner. Well, the winner from the previous contest is Mauricio Orantes. Congrats buddy, you won $10. I'll contact you soon and transfer the money. So, that's all for now. Until next time.